Want to learn how to shoot those amazing star time lapses like this? Oh, and head on down to Red Rock Canyon State Park in California, where we learn how it's done from 3 Pond 5 artists who were working on their documentary, California Time-lapse. Time to warp to the desert.
It's 120 under sunlight, so 100 degrees under shade feels so cool here.
Step 1. Pick your dates. The best time to shoot a Milky Way time-lapse is around the new moon during the summer because there's less moonlight to affect your shots. Also, make sure you check the weather because a thing like puffy white clouds can also be a problem if they cover up too much of the sky. Stupid clouds, go away. Step 2. Pick your location. Make sure your location actually has visible stars. Stars are hard to see in cities and other bright areas, so pick a location away from any possible conflicting light sources.
This location, Red Rock Canyon, got the nice sandstone rock sculpture, and it's only 2 hours from LA, but this is in desert, so we can find really nice Milky Way.
Pick a spot for your scene that has a foreground or background object, which give your shot more depth and makes the star movements a little bit more obvious. Step 3. Pick your gear. Most important is manual control on your camera. Good low light performance and a fast wide-angle lens also give you the best image quality, and another hugely important piece of gear is your intervalometer. Some are built into the camera, but if yours isn't, you can find them online for pretty cheap. A large memory card to store all of the images, especially if you're shooting in RAW, and a strong, stable tripod will round out your necessary equipment for quality time lapses. One other thing you can add, which is optional, is a motion control or dolly track system.
Basically allows you to get dynamic motion through a shot. It's good for doing video dollies, it's good for doing time-lapse, and it gives that extra element, not just a boring static shot, but you can be very creative with your shooting.
Don't forget to aim for the Milky Way.
Step 4. Set up your camera. Turn off all unnecessary features like noise reduction, vignette removal to cut down on the camera's processing time and save you battery life. Set both your camera and your focus to manual. Use the brightest star in the sky to help you set your focus and open your aperture as wide as possible. For your ISO, it needs to be as high as it can be without adding any noise to the image. If it's too noisy, then lower your ISO or bang on the ceiling until they turn down that racket. Step 5. Set your shutter speed. Your shutter needs to let in enough light, but you also need to keep your exposure short enough to eliminate any star trails, which happen when your exposure is too long. The 500 rule says that you take 500 and divide it by your lens's focal length. Setting it to this length or shorter keeps the stars dots and not streaks. But if you hate math and don't know your camera's crop factor, however, 20 seconds is a good place to start.
If you're shooting more than 60 seconds exposure and you're getting still dark Milky Way, it's probably a good time to look for new lens or better camera.
Step 6. Get ready to shoot. Grab your intervalometer from step 1 and set your interval to exposure time plus camera buffer time. The buffer time should be at least 3 seconds to give your camera enough time to process and save the data to the memory card. Now, calculate the number of photos you want to take. A good base is 300, since 300 equals 10 seconds of footage at 30 frames per second and 12.5 seconds of video at 24 frames per second. Now take all those frames and exposure times and add it up to see how long it will take overall. Finally, start the madness. Put on some tunes, a pot of coffee, and then enjoy the beautiful night sky as you document the rest of the galaxy above. You can also see all the amazing videos that the guys came back with from our Red Rock Canyon shoot by clicking on the link in the description. And be sure to subscribe to us for more tutorials and check out our podcast, which comes out every month. And, of course, check out pond5.com. It's great. We'll see you next time.